In the news this week, is the tram plan still alive? Transport Minister responded to the newspaper's report.
And why did I do it? The confession video of the Canadian Parliament Hill gunman released to the public.
This is the Evening News with Ivan Leung and Danielle Staniskov.
Good evening. First this week, Transport Minister Danielle has responded to reports that the government is planning to spend $1.2 billion on a high-tech bus plan instead of constructing the Max Light Rail. Daniel Edwards has the latest.
In 2012, the Barnett government announced plans to build an express light rail system that would link the northern suburbs to Perth's CBD and to the inner south.
If re-elected, a Liberal government will commit $1.8 billion to deliver to the people of Perth the Max project, and it will be in place towards the end of 2018.
But the cost has since risen to $2.5 billion, and as a result, the government has revised the project by using buses instead of light rail.
If I can deliver the same experience, the same outcome, same travel times, with a bus solution at half the cost, then why wouldn't I consider that further?
The buses will use express lanes and will be able to hold 200 passengers. Express bus services are currently being used in cities like Las Vegas.
It's still the Max project. It's just a different mode of transport. What we're considering is utilising buses, and if you look around the world, and we're starting to see a lot of the buses are actually looking more like trains themselves.
The project is expected to start by 2018. Daniel Edwards, WAMN News.
And on our Question of the Week segment, we ask, do you prefer the Max project to be run by bus or tram? Tell us your thought on the WAMN News Facebook page.
Bottlenose dolphins are one of Bunbury's treasures, and there are increasing efforts to safeguard their lives. Murdoch University is now inviting organisations and businesses in Western Australia to become funding partners of the dolphin research program.
Murdoch University is inviting local organisations and businesses to become funding partners in the study. The Southern Port Authority, the South West Development Commission, Crystal Mining and the Bunbury Dolphin Discovery Centre have all partnered to fund further investigations. Professor Lars Beder has expressed gratitude for supporters of the research.
We're just about to launch Stage 3 of the Southwest Marine Research Program down in the Bunbury area. We're very excited that our partners have come on board again for the third stage.
Professor Beder has said that knowing the consequences of human activity, such as fishing and pollution, has been of growing interest and could inform research into dolphin populations near built-up areas and ways to protect them in many different parts of the world.
These animals have preferred areas for resting, for breeding, for foraging. So the things that we're keen to do is to come up with informed management decisions to be able to preserve some of these important areas while still allowing our partners to develop the things that they need to do.
Environment Minister Albert Jacobs said that there is no shortage of interest from the community.
We have a Dolphin Watch program, which is actually one of our largest volunteer participation programs, and I think that's reflective of the interest that the community at large hold in our dolphins.
Helene Fung, WAMN News.
WA Treasurer Mike Nahan has delayed the state budget announcement date to the 14th of May this year. The date was pushed back due to the uncertainty over WA's GST share. The Commissioner's report won't be available until the 9th of April.
A couple of things. First, the GST, which we will deal with. Second, we will keep taxes, charges on households to a minimum. We understand household budgets are fragile.
Fremantle is going green, with the City Council planning to construct a 10-kilowatt solar farm at the southern borders of the city. The ambitious plan will see the city being powered pollution-free in the coming years. Renewable energy company First Solar has been given an exclusive 12-month period to overcome the challenge.
I think what we've seen, what's been really interesting, is that the price of solar has come down very dramatically over the last, say, 10 years. But certainly where we've seen it, it's now actually at a cost competitive stage with coal and gas and other fossil fuels, and that's a really exciting stage. So I'd really encourage for that to actually people to embrace that as much as possible.
Community television in Perth is continuing their fight to stay on air after Communications Minister Malcolm Turnbull proposed to free up the airwaves late last year. The government has extended the licence to the 31st of December 2015. Station manager T-Bone believes the plan is politically motivated.
The minister may don't want to renew the apparatus license, but we're still negotiating with the minister's office and with the department on continuing, because the transition period which has been allocated to us is too short. So we couldn't just transfer our business and business model into something brand new when no one has done it in Australia in barely a 1 year period.
In world news, the Canadian government has released a video statement from the man who carried the Parliament Hill shooting in Ottawa. The short video was recorded before the attack by the 32-year-old gunman. The footage was later retrieved by police after the suspect was shot dead.
Canada's officially become one of our enemies by fighting and bombing us and creating a lot of terror in our countries and killing us and killing our innocents. So just aiming to hit some soldiers just to show you that you're not even safe in your own land. So you got to be careful.
And those are the top stories of the week. You can read the latest news on our website.
Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Good evening.
Good night.